We're live this terrific Thursday. We're looking forward to hanging out with you today. This is an interesting week, I know. Oh, you look so handsome with your tie. I love it. I love it.
Did you go and put some color on? I need to put some color on too.
Yes. Thank you for joining us this
So we
morning.
do have a topic.
The topic is bedtime.
You and your routines. Your bedtime routine and your waking up routine.
I think there's more routines than that.
It is.
Yeah.
But we can get into all of those too, but I wanted to start with those.
Okay, we can start there. We can keep on going, keep on moving, keep on growing. And we're going to be right back after this message.
Good morning, my name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Like. Good morning, it was yours. Thank you for joining us. Hey, what's good? Dope living. I'm grateful that you joined us this morning, Greg. We hung out with you last night, and I tell you, it was a good time.
I was thinking about their podcast. You know what their podcast has going for them?
What's that?
Their podcast has energy.
That's true. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
I enjoy the energy on there, and I enjoy the shenanigans that Greg be holding down in his little corner up there.
Oh my God, he told me he was like that, but woo, I saw it for real last night.
I was almost gonna say I think he's worse than you, but I think y'all is
he's worse than me.
No. He just don't have nobody over there right now to hold him back like I have to hold you back.
Anyway, my name is Brian K. McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And you've joined us here on Let's Talk About It. And our topic today, I think, is an interesting one. I want to talk about you and your routine. Because, you have a bedtime routine and a waking up routine.
Greg says, nah, bro, Brian is the truth. Yeah, but I got to hold him down sometimes because he would really go if I didn't. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know the truth.
I don't even know the truth. What you talking about there?
Whatever. Anyway, but our routines, we're talking about our routines. Now, this morning was a little bit of a different routine because I don't usually go to bed as late as I did yesterday. And I think it's also interesting that when you go to bed, when you follow your routine, things are more consistent.
You sleep better for one.
Like Brian always has the blindfold,
the sleep mask.
I sleep with a sleep mask.
Yes.
Blindfold. I'm sorry, that was another night.
Wow,
the blindfold and the handcuffs. No. The blindfold and the sleep mask and the music. He's always got to have.
Not music.
The rain or the waves.
Or waves. Either heavy rain sounds.
Now, when we first started sleeping together,
waves,
and he would have that on, it would make me have to pee. Listening to all of that water, but I have gotten used to it. I don't mind it. We had a big rain a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't tell if it was the real rain or if it was the radio rain. But
but every night I have either crashing wave sounds or heavy rainstorms or thunderstorm sounds, and I sleep to that all night. Yep.
But also the way you go to what you go to sleep to.
Yep.
Actually can impact your rest.
Mm-hmm.
Brian is a strong believer that you shouldn't go to sleep with these lights in your face. I do go to sleep with my lights in my face. I have my tablet propped up on the side of my bed because I actually drift off to sleep listening to stuff. Now I've started listening to something different, and it has affected and changed a little bit of the way that I sleep.
How could it not? It's going to impact you.
But I'm enjoying it because it's more word-based information that I'm taking in while I'm sleeping.
Well, I hope it is, because your subconscious mind is hearing everything. That's why alarm clocks work. You can hear while you're sleeping. So if you're listening to TV or the news or
I'll never listen to the news, not when I'm awake or asleep.
Man, it's a real popular law show, Law and Order. If you listen to the Law and Order before you go to bed.
I do listen to Law and Order sometimes.
Yes, but you're hearing all of these cases and rape and murder and investigation stuff. And I wish I could get her to stop doing that altogether.
I like Law and Order.
I understand that, but when you're awake, like Law and Order, not when you're sleeping, because your subconscious mind is going to take that. You'll wake up in the morning like, where were you on the night of June 13th? I mean, come on, baby.
But not only that, not only the routines of going to sleep and waking up, the routines of how you go about your day.
Yes, and we do. The older you get, surprisingly, the more routines that you settle into.
Yeah, you all have heard the saying, he said in his ways, or she said in his ways. That means that those are consistent routines. Those consistent routines that they have adopted that have like become a part of who they are. Yep. Good morning, Craig. What's good? What's good with you?
Yes, let's because you do have a lot of routines. A routine, the same way to work, the same cup of coffee.
Yeah, a lot of times
on the way to work.
Well, I don't do it. We don't do it anymore because we don't drive to work. But there were many times that I would either arrive at work or leave work and not know how I got there. You know, not even know. Like you go on what they call
autopilot. Yes. But for example, let's go with bedtime routines first. Okay. Now I come upstairs and make sure my lease is checked out. I want to make sure she goes upstairs before I do. Okay. That's important, Greg. Make sure the woman goes upstairs to bed before you do.
I prefer it.
Well, I want you to as well. Yeah. The reason why I want her to do that is I want to make sure that everything is closed and turned off downstairs. All the doors are locked.
He's locking up the house.
All the lights out, blinds closed, all that kind of stuff. And if I go upstairs first, ain't no guarantee all of that stuff.
Oh my goodness. I know how to close a light and lock a window.
You don't know how to close a light, and you don't know how to turn off a light. You don't know how to close the blinds either. You don't, baby. You'll close the blinds partially.
Well, I'm not doing it anymore.
You're not doing that? What the hell?
I was just emphasizing it. Good morning, Craig. Craig says, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day, so go ahead and have a beautiful, blessed day on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest.
Yes.
We always wait and look forward to that quote because I'm telling you, to the fullest of your greatness, because Craig is the greatest. I am the greatest. Emphasize how amazing you are today.
Amen. Yes, you should all the time. And I love that Craig has made that part of his life's work and ministry.
Absolutely.
I am the greatest ministry.
I am the greatest.
Yes. Yeah. So going to bed, we're going to shower. You're going to brush your teeth, right? Before you go to bed.
I always threaten him that I'm not going to take a shower.
Well, I don't play that. Okay. You ain't going to be laying next to me and have your whole day on you.
No. I take a shower every night, and then I don't mind taking it, but I mean, of course, I want to take a shower before I go to bed. I'm not a morning shower person. I'm a nighttime shower person, except for when it's really, really hot. But I love to mess with him about that.
Well, because I think it would be disrespectful to lay next to your clean husband with a body that's covered in all day on it. So I'm not going to take my all day skin and everything in bed with my pretty wife.
You always got a cigar on your skin.
I shower. Do I still have cigar on my skin?
No, then you take it off.
Right. I take it off. Not only that, I brush my teeth and brush my tongue. I come in first and hit the mouthwash to wash out the cigar because I'm going to have a cigar in the evening most evenings.
That's part of your routine.
That's a part of my routine. A cigar to bring me down. After we did Greg Gray's podcast, Dope Living, last night, Lisa and I was on it together. And it was a relationship roundtable. We were the guest speakers.
It was fun.
And it was very fun. We weren't the only couple there, but we were one of the couples there. And we had a great time. And after that was over, I went downstairs, got me a bite to eat, and I made myself a drink, and I had myself a really good cigar. Yes, I did.
Craig says, see, if you had a system, you could turn your lights off and close your blinds and lock the doors from your bed. LOL. He's talking about making your house a smart house.
Yes. And Craig can provide that for you through his business.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Hit him up. Slide in the DMs. He'll help you, hook you up.
I feel like it's like closing the store, Craig, and opening the store. Like in the morning when I go downstairs, I open the the sliding glass door curtains and the blinds over there. And then, I open up I let the light into the house. Okay.
That's an old man thing.
Yes. I'm opening the store. And then once I let all the light into the house, I go outside my front door and I walk down to the first part of the driveway.
And I take some air into my lungs.
I get some air into my lungs. That's right. And I get some sunshine on my face.
Hey.
That's part of my morning routine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't have a morning routine like that. What's good, Shawnee?
Hello, Shawnee's. How you doing,
my
sister?
Grand Rising Empowerment Duo.
I'm so glad you're here. I want to know here about your routine, Shawnee. Do you have, I'm sure you do, you have routines for bedtimes and you have a routine for waking up. A few years ago, Lisa and I did this thing that was really, really helpful, but it required some discipline, and I just let it go.
Okay. Amen. Greg says you were the guest couple. Mo is a part of the regular panel. Yes. His wife Mary sat in for the relationship show.
And we were the guest couple.
We were the guest. Y'all can't call us a guest no more. We family now.
Well, actually, I think you're right, Lisa, because I have technically been a guest on his show, on his podcast twice now.
2 times.
Yep.
We need to have Greg. We need to have him on our show. I don't know if we can hold him down.
Greg, let's schedule you back for sometime next week, Greg, if we can.
Absolutely.
You know the time. If it fits your schedule, please let's get you on here and share you with our audience.
Absolutely. Let me know what day is going to work with you, and we'll get some collaterals put out so that we can pre-advertise the show as well for you. So your routines. Waking up routines, I think, set the tone for your day, which is this show is actually one of our routines in the morning.
This show starts our work day technically. Brother Greg says, you are definitely family.
I'm definitely there, guys. Thanks. Just let me know.
Yeah, we'll schedule it today. We'll get into it, coordinate with you and schedule it. We was doing this thing called Savers. We did it like 3 years ago. Savers,
and I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, but there was Savers is an acronym. You wake up in the morning, and the S stands for
silence.
You spend 6 minutes of silence. Once you wake up and take care of your biological needs. Take care of your biological needs. Get back to bed. Have 6 minutes of silence. And then the A stands for affirmations. 6 minutes of affirmations. The ones that you've written, the ones that you recite to yourself, affirmations for 6 minutes. Then the V stands for
visualization,
imagining yourself, feeling it, touching it, doing it, the things that you want in your life for another 6 minutes. Okay. And then do you remember the E? Exercise for 6 minutes. It could be stretching, running in place, marching in place, jumping jacks, push-ups, whatever, but just for 6 minutes. Okay. And the R stands for
reading.
You read for 6 minutes. Read for 6 minutes. And I remember the last S stands for scribing. You write for 6 minutes.
And we added another S on there for sex.
Yeah. Because I prefer sex in the mornings.
Yes.
I prefer it in the morning.
I think I have begun to like it in the morning, but I'm not typically a morning sexer.
You are too, because
I have it for 7 years. Yeah, absolutely.
That's my mode. I prefer it in the morning. I want to shower off my day and come down. So that's my rhythm. Okay.
So you want to start sex in the morning?
Yeah, I want to have it in the morning.
End the day with sex.
Yeah.
I think I don't, but I think that we have always done that.
Right.
But I think I would like or prefer sex at night.
We can do it at night.
I don't want to do it both in the morning and at
night. See? So you want me to compromise my routine for the sake of your routine. Richard Pryor said
I just want to go to sleep on it.
He was doing his character, Mudbone, and he says, if anybody asks me, when was the last time I had some pussy? I want to say this.
You just said that word on the show?
Okay, some booty. Okay. If you ever ask me when the last time I had some, the answer is yesterday. That's as far as I want to remember it. Yesterday.
I cannot.
That's as far as I want to remember is yesterday. That's it.
That's far too much. Good morning, Couture.
Good morning, Couture.
What's good?
Couture, I suspect you too have routines that you've adopted over the years. Your bedtime routine, your waking up routine. Do you have anything you're willing to share about your routine?
The getting ready for work routine, all of the routines, all of the things that we do consistently, regularly and consistently. I don't typically have breakfast in the morning. That's not more part of my routine unless Brian brings me something to eat. And he'll usually bring me some toast or bar or
something, yeah.
Something, but I'm not in need of breakfast in the morning. I could go until like 1 o'clock before I eat it.
And I don't like it when she does that. So I'm going to have breakfast in the morning pretty much every morning. Okay, I'm going to go downstairs. I didn't do it this morning, but I do it pretty much every morning. I think I'm better on the show when I've had some food in my system.
Well, we know that you're better in general as long as you've had some food in your system.
This is true. I'm not as good if I'm hungry. Okay.
Hangry.
Hungry
is teetering on the edge, but you don't want to get him beyond hungry. He did, Greg. He probably said that because you was on the show.
That's what it is. I'm gonna blame Greg because I wouldn't have said it unless Greg was here, and he said, "I'm proud of you, bro."
Okay.
Check it, baby. I'm rocking a tie today with my new beard today too. I think it works.
What's new about the beard?
I just built it like a month.
You built it?
Yeah, it took me some time to get to the size here. I think, and then see, I look like I'm old enough to know what I'm talking about,
but not too old to do it.
But young enough to get it done. That's what I want to look like. I want to look old enough to know what I'm doing, or look like I know what I'm doing, like I've been around for a while, and I still want to look young enough and vibrant enough to get it done.
Anyway,
that's the look I'm going for.
Well, I don't know what look.
And I'll take it off in a little bit too. I'll take off all of this.
I think it's a lot of beard for the summer.
For the who?
Summer.
I don't know what it is about me. I do it every summer.
I don't know why. But as long as you don't take off the mustache, we all right.
I did that one time. Greg Couture might remember this. There was one night I kissed my wife and she went off to sleep. I went in the bathroom and I shaved everything off. Mustache, beard, everything. And I didn't let Lisa see me until like right before we did the show. And she couldn't stop looking like I was a different person.
I don't like
She did not like it. Nope. She did not like it at all. She couldn't handle it for like a couple of days. She couldn't handle it.
Don't like the monkey lip.
It looks like this here, She did not like that at all. And then we did a show about it. What happens when you don't tell your wife you're going to shave your mustache? And people like Dr. Beverly had a lot to say about it.
Don't do it. Do not do it.
I thought, it's clean start, And before you didn't like it so much, I did it once a year.
Okay.
But now I know you don't like it so much. You're so adamant. I haven't done it since then.
Well, thank God. I'm grateful for that.
Yep.
So other than bedtime routines and wake up routines, I also have routines that I use when I'm working with my clients.
Mm-hmm.
We have beginning, middle, and end very, very specifically before we're technically working together, because I got to make sure that we have a rapport that we can work into that is amenable. And when you don't have a routine to start with, and there have been some, and I have found that they have been uncomfortable. Some people that are just so ethereal. Oh, everything is like moved by the spirit. You can't stop them. You can't connect them.
Mm-hmm. Everything is moved by the spirit. I'm just going to see where the spirit takes me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but we have to have a goal in mind, an objective in mind. And I have taken on clients, maybe one or two, that they were enamored with the process, but they wanted to have their own process. And I thought that I could follow their process, but then I had to come to the realization that you didn't hire me to follow your process.
Exactly. And you should have known that up front. You can't.
It was early on.
Yeah,
it was early
that's
on.
Right. And you've gotten better over the years.
Absolutely.
You streamlined your system. I think this is be a good time for everyone that's in front of their tablet or phone to just stand up in front of the camera and shake it out. Everybody, y'all together. You ready, baby? We'll just stand up?
No.
Why not?
He's being fresh. He's being fresh.
You don't want to stand up for the camera?
No.
Why not?
You got too much to say. I'm only dressed from the top, from the waist up today. Just for you. I decided that was it.
That's all she got on now.
I wish I would stand up. Anyway, you got too much.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing that there needs to be a beginning, middle, and end to the process has helped to really get predictable results.
Greg says,
my routine after all shows, I take about an hour to catch up on emails, any Zoom calls, etc. I shower at night and in the morning, maybe twice at night if I do late night creep.
That's right.
But let me ask, do your schedules ever clash to the point of an extended absence from one-on-one time? I'm trying to stay as politically correct.
There are some times, Greg, like I'm a football. I love to watch football. Okay. And I want to watch the games.
Hey, Shirley, good morning.
So on Sundays, I want to watch football. Monday night football. I want to watch, if the Thursday night game is good, I'm going to want to catch that too. And there are some times where it seems like I'm apart from my wife.
I am a football widow.
You're not a widow, baby. But
football season, I do not see this man for 3 days of the week.
That's not true. I'm home.
He's home, but I might as well be by myself.
So to answer Brother Greg's question, that's when we have extended time apart. But we are going to get together at night. And sometimes the games go late. You know, like on Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, it's a late game. But I do want to see it. Okay. And I don't think that's too much to ask to watch it.
No, it's not. It's not. I have learned how to utilize my time when you have your, like, I know for when football season is, and I also know that there's some extra flexibility in my time.
Well, you got another month.
I know.
You got another month because
good morning,
Dr.
Dr.
August football season cranks up beginning of September. Dun, 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 dun. Football season back in September.
Not only football season, but then the after football recaps on Monday morning, or
Sports Center,
whatever, or the daily. I don't know if you're gonna have the daily with Undisputed because
that's gone.
Shannon
now.
is gone.
Shannon's gone, but there'll be something to replace it. And then later in the year, you got NBA basketball and college basketball.
They don't monopolize your time quite as much as football.
Not really as much. But when you get to January, I'm all into the playoffs, NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl. So that's a lot of football. Okay.
But I think what Greg is asking, did any of those things? Good morning, Dr. Tawana. How are you?
She has been posting the coolest stuff, Tawana. Dr. Tawana, I've been enjoying your posts on Facebook, the funny ones as well as the steering ones, getting people over to LinkedIn with you. Yep.
Greg says, okay, I've been confused for a minute. You kept saying Greg and it sounded like Craig, and I know I'm the greatest. I can't help it.
That's right.
So I'm like, didn't have nothing last night. Just wait for it and see. Okay, now I see. Okay, now we're all caught up.
It's
Amen.
Greg
and Craig.
Dr. Tawana, we're talking routines today, particularly your wake up routine and your go to bed routine. The wake up routine, like Lisa said a few minutes ago, has a lot to do with how effective your day's going to be. The way you wake up, the way you get started has a lot to do with how effective you're going to be that day.
Katura says, I pray first, then get coffee. Amen. I pray as well. I never get coffee. But what Greg, I think what he's also interested in is do those prolonged periods, do they take away from the us time, from the one-on-one time, or from the booty time, if you really want to?
I don't think so, Greg. I don't think so. And Dr. Tawana says
nothing stands in the way of his time. Nothing.
Lisa knows her husband pretty good. Dr. Tawana says routines are so important. Matter of fact, Lisa and I, we had a conversation a little while ago, and she had this, I think it was 3 things she knows her husband can't go too long without. I'm not gonna say him.
You can say him.
I'm not gonna say him.
He can't go. Hey, Antonova. Good morning. Good morning.
Antonova. Good morning.
Food. He can't go without that. Both of those begin with the F.
Food and what?
F.
Oh.
Good morning, Evan. He says, I start my day marketing and then iron sharpening, brotherhood mastermind, and then book club. Okay, all right.
And is that like regular? Like how regular is that, Evan? So I want to see if that's considered a routine for you.
And Sister Shirley says, I pray first, then I read my daily devotional. Hey, we got a new devotional coming out by the end of August. I got I saw my newest author yesterday, and we're working on a 60-day daily journal. Amen. Craig Saab says, Brian, I see you in your Kwame vibe today.
That's right.
Looks good.
The polka dot tie. That's right, Kwame. You and only you. Y-O-U.
Evan says that's Monday through Friday. Okay, Evan, that's good. That's consistent. That's a routine. Monday through Friday, absolutely. For us, most of our routines are Monday through Saturday.
Why Saturday? Because we don't work on Saturdays typically.
Yes, we do.
Like what?
Oh, well, we typically work on Sunday, so they're usually Sunday through Friday.
Well, we've kind of gotten into that rhythm over the last.
It's just a different routine, but we still work on.
I don't know if I want to.
I don't think you want to, but I think that we have gotten into that routine.
Yes, we've gotten into the routine of working parts of Saturday and Sunday, and I want to stop that. I want to just go back to not working on the weekends.
Katura says, Lisa, I see your earrings. I mixed it up too.
Yes,
definitely. What I realized today was that I only have one of these and I only have one of these. And I like them both. I wish I had two of these and two of these, but then I said, you know what? They go together. And I was like, all right, go together.
With the colorful blouse, it does work. Lisa sleeps in earrings.
I don't always sleep in earrings.
Last night, you do too always sleep in earrings. You always sleep in earrings.
I do not.
Okay, well, last night
I do not intentionally.
You had these long gold earrings on. Yes. And I was like, man, do I need to take it out for her or leave her alone with it or what? But I didn't mess with it.
No, but I took them out. At like 2:00 in the morning. But that's the only time that I have them on is when I forget to take them off. Evan says I don't work on weekends, but weekends are made to get rich, particularly if you are in retail. Often weekends are
real
definitely
estate.
Yeah, retail or real estate. Amen. Tawana says, you guys are hilarious. Well, we know you're funny too. We know you're funny too. We missed you. We haven't seen you, Dr. Tawana.
Let me tell you, we got caught out there yesterday. Okay, I'm going to tell this story.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, we got caught out there yesterday. What? We decided we had to run to the grocery store to pick up just
I was so mad.
And I told Lisa, I'm like, baby, let's just go and come back. You look fine.
I never leave the house without being put together. I don't care if I'm going to the post office. I don't care if I'm going to the end of the driveway. I never, and I mean never. I got a mirror right at the front door, 2 mirrors, so I can see front and back. I never.
Well, she was put together fine.
I was not.
But she didn't think she was.
I was not.
So
I had already taken off my eyelashes.
So she didn't have on any eyelashes, which I don't think it makes that much difference. I think she's naturally pretty.
I didn't have any eyelashes on. I didn't have any lipstick on. I didn't have any base on. I was naked in the face. Luckily, I had an eyebrow. That was the only thing I had was an eyebrow.
So check this out, y'all.
No hat, no glasses.
We go to the grocery store. And I typically just take Lisa to the front of the grocery store and park and then pick her up, okay? Because sometimes, so I did that. God. And sure enough,
just like always,
if you leave the house less than put together,
there's paparazzi.
You're going to bump into people that you like or know you. You're going to bump into them in the grocery store. And Lisa came out, and then a lady came out that I had seen before. I was like, hey, don't we know her? Yeah, we know her, yeah. She got in the car and hit on me. I'm like, what?
Let's go.
Don't you
pull off? I already said hello.
Like
she wanted to take a picture. I'm like, no, baby, no.
She wanted to take your picture.
We cannot take a picture like this.
She got caught out.
This will not be memorialized. No, and thank you, ma'am.
Oh, it was so funny to me. I was like, so it's my fault now? Mm-hmm. She's like completely blaming me for her leaving the house like that. So the moral of the story is
don't listen to your husband. Make sure that you put yourself together.
That's not the moral of the story.
Katura, I had on the comfortable orthopedic shoes.
You don't even own any orthopedic shoes.
Yes, I do. Because my feet were hurt from those other shoes that I had on. Mm-hmm. So I had on the comfortable one. Oh my goodness. Tawana said, Lisa is right because the internet is forever. Please know the internet is forever. I'm grateful that I got that kind of hair that I don't have to comb because it would have been all over the place. Everything. I'm never listening to Brian again about leaving my house. I don't care what he says. Not ever.
Baby, we're going to be right back. You'll be in and out in less than 5 minutes. Nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to see you, baby. Come on.
And he said that leaving out the house. And I know better. I know better every time. And I'm telling you, we went even to the local supermarket. And I never usually see anybody there. Yep. Amen. Thank you, Greg. He says, you guys bring joy and inspiration. I hope all who comment, those that see your presentations, share so that others can be as inspired by you both as we are. Thank you so much. He says, so happy for the new family members. Hashtag dope living. Amen.
Let me bring up something too. Katura Green said yesterday on our podcast, Katura is regular. Okay, she's our people.
She's our empowerment family.
And I was telling the story yesterday on here how I had seen one of our friends post about somebody else's book, and it upset me. It really upset me because this is my friend too, and she had never posted about my book or anything. And I was like so frustrated. How do I get my friends to post my book? And then Katura Green came on here yesterday and said, Brian, if you'll send me a package, I will share it. So I want you to know, Katura,
it's in progress.
I worked on it yesterday, like what to send and all of that kind of stuff too.
And I'm putting together the video for him.
And we're putting together the video that go along with it too, so that my friends who know me and want to see this project successful and that are willing to share this news with people with their audience. And that's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask my friends, would you be willing to share?
Share the good news. And while you're here, also take the moment to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, or invite somebody onto the show that you believe would be also inspired and have a little bit of joy infused into their lives as well.
Brother Craig says,
I work every day. I worked Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve and day, all holidays, and my birthday. I realize now the reason I work on those days and don't mind working on those days is because I can't be the greatest if I'm not out there doing what others are trying to do.
To become the greatest. Craig, I shout you out and I applaud you because I had that season of my life where I wanted to be the top salesperson all the time. So what I did was I worked on my day off. Okay, I only worked a half a day on my day off, but I did. And I had a mantra. Now I've shared you guys how important mantras have been to me in my life. Like my most pervasive mantra I used to say was, I love my work and I'm the best. I love my work and I'm the best. I love my work and I'm the best. And I would repeat that over and over and over again.
Evan had a couple of reels where he did some mantras like that, and I thought it was interesting.
But wait a minute. But the one that Craig just inspired me was the other mantra I used to say to myself, especially when I knew I was working a lot of hours. I used to say this to myself, Craig, my work is my play. My work is my play. And I enjoy doing it.
Absolutely.
My work is my play. So Craig just highlighted, I work on New Year's Eve. I worked on Christmas Eve. I worked even on my birthday because he has figured out a way to make it make meaning for him and make his work kind of like his play. That's one of the mantras I said to myself. My work is my play and I enjoy doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Katura, I need to connect with you because I have been reaching out to quite a few people that I work that I know do some networking in the area. I'm looking for a space and I really need to get some more heads on it because I'm actually not coming up with what I thought. Good morning, Miss Brittany.
Katura also says, that's good, Brian.
I was going to suggest that you ask people to share it, but I see that you came to that conclusion on your own. Bravo.
Now, I hear you saying I came to that conclusion on my own, but I don't think I did. I think it was inspired by what you said, Katura, and what Lisa said. And that's you ladies using your womanly wiles Y'all said what y'all suggested it, and y'all said it, but you're trying to make it like it was my idea.
Because we have taken Delilah 101, baby. Delilah 101 is get him to do what he should be doing and let him think that it was his idea.
She said, I'm glad you came to that conclusion on your own, Brian.
Absolutely,
and then she wanted to congratulate me. Bravo, because I came to that on my own.
Couture says, I'll share it on my business page as well. I have a far reach. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Greg says, do me a favor and please repeat what you said last night about celebrating each other outside of a traditional Hallmark day. Absolutely. I think our audience knows that we are consistent in making sure that we celebrate and support one another outside of the traditional Valentine's Day, Christmas, all of those different things. We actually make a point of those non-traditional celebrations, even though I still like them. I still enjoy Valentine's Day.
I'm not with it.
But Brian is not with it. But the fact that I can still check the boxes that he's made me feel special every day, that I don't have to beat up on him.
And what Greg is talking about, if you guys don't know, last night, Lisa and I was on their live podcast for the relationship show.
The relationship panel, yes.
The relationship panel. We were the guest couple last night. And it was a really, really lively time. It was just exciting, and the conversation was lively, and it was a lot of laughter. It was just a great time.
Happy Thursday to you, Brittany, darling.
It's Brittany. We get to do Brittany's jam. Oh man, that is so good. Good morning, Brittany. How you doing?
Absolutely.
I love watching Brittany's
evolution.
Yeah, evolution. We met her, I don't know, 5 years ago.
I think 5, yeah.
5 years ago, on a Valentine's party, matter of fact.
Absolutely.
And she was dancing, and Lisa was able to connect with her and publish a couple of her books.
We didn't even know her before I became her publisher, but we had already met her and experienced her. For those of you who don't know, Brittany has cerebral palsy, and we were at a Valentine's event. And this young lady we all ended up at the same table, and she's in a wheelchair. But we ended up at the same table. But I'm going to tell you something. Our table was missing Brittany. Every time her song came through, she wheeled out there, and she was getting it in.
The table, because it was obvious to us
that she was
there to have fun.
Yeah,
she was going to have fun. She wanted to have fun, and she was going to have fun. We even said, this lady is having fun here tonight.
She's having the most fun of everybody. She get her money's worth out of this Valentine's party.
I'm excited to know that she's grown so much.
Absolutely.
She's not only a 2-time author right now and about to be a 3rd-time author, but she also, I think Lisa was helpful in her launching her e-commerce business.
Right. She had it before, but then she relaunched it.
Yes.
As we moved through the process of publishing her books as Brittany'sBeadsandBooks.com. And I'm telling you, she is a force to be reckoned with.
Yep. We love her. Okay. So we're going to do our morning quote today.
Absolutely. Which one do you think? Let's choose the one from Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase.
So let's do the other one, because that's the one I was going to choose.
Okay. Once you choose hope, anything's possible.
And that's by Christopher Reeve. Who's Christopher Reeve? Y'all know who Christopher
Reeve is. That was Superman, baby.
He goes, once you choose hope,
anything's possible.
I love a lot of those words.
I think that was after.
And choose hope.
I would think that was the Superman after the accident.
He fell off of a horse and broke his neck and became a quadriplegic. And he wrote this beautiful prose.
Yeah. And he was an amazing inspiration before and after the accident, because I absolutely love Christopher Reeve's Superman, but the Christopher Reeves speaker and motivational person was also very, very inspiring.
Craig Sabb says,
I'm on a vacation now, rented a boat for 2 days.
Amen.
My daughter think I'm crazy because I'm going canvassing. I told her if I don't go out, then I'm not growing. I have a job where I could work anywhere. So everywhere I go, they must and will know who I am. And that if I don't do that, you don't get trips like this.
Amen.
Absolutely. And he don't get to write off trips like that. If when he's working, he get to write off trips like that.
Yes. Craig is a wonderful example of a consistent businessman,
as well as being a great example of a wonderful father.
Dr. Tawana says she is an inspiration.
Brittany definitely
talking
is.
About Brittany, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And Brittany said we need to go to lunch one soon. Absolutely. Brittany says, thank you so much. To God be the glory. Elevation is indeed happening. We know we are watching, we are enjoying your growth.
It's really beautiful, Brittany, to see your growth over the years.
Absolutely.
Because now you have, you always had purpose, but now you have purpose and money and a way to make money, and a way to make more and more money, and that's exciting to watch.
Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely.
It's almost about that time. We're about to do our greeting songs. I want to tell you this thing real quickly because Lisa mentioned the Christopher Reeves after his accident. There was this prolific author in Europe. He wrote a lot of articles and stuff. And he got into an accident and he became a quadriplegic. Matter of fact, he couldn't move anything, not even talk. He could only blink his eyes.
Hey, Stephanie.
Okay? He can only blink his eyes. And he got an assistant. The name of the book was The Butterfly in the Diving Suit.
Wow.
The butterfly inside of a diving suit. Okay. But he got an assistant. And he could blink, for A and then B and then C. And she would patiently,
Sister
come
Margaretta.
up with the words. Oh, I'm so glad Margaretta's there. But he wrote a book when he could only blink his eyes. Okay. And
there's no excuses.
Right. That's all he
There's
can do.
no excuses. I have had authors who didn't type a word. I have had authors that did
she
not.
She had an author who longhand wrote the book.
Longhand wrote it. I've had a blind author. I've had an author that an illiterate author, and this is his words, not mine, but he could not read and was legally blind. So I've had two blind authors. I'm telling you, but their purpose and their purpose went beyond their limitations. Their purpose went beyond their limitations. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. Good morning, William Brown. Thank you for joining us.
Margaretta Young, I am so excited to see you in this room this morning. Good morning, Margaretta.
Greg said, I need a song. We need to come up with your song, Greg.
Greg, you can get a song.
You're going to have to come. Keep coming. Tell us what genre of music you would like to be in.
Or a song in particular that inspires you.
Yeah, a song that you
like.
But
it's time to do the greeting songs
Absolutely. Now, too. Margaretta says, I'm excited to be here.
You're another one. Margaretta, I want to catch up with you and see what's going on.
Absolutely.
And I want Margaretta to know what I'm doing, too, because Margaretta has a business mind.
Mm-hmm.
Margaretta's another one of those people. I thought I was a good writer, too. She wrote some stuff for Lisa, and she wrote Lisa's bio, which was amazing. And then I wrote my bio, and then she wrote my bio too, which was amazing too. And we had to change it a few times. Yep.
Greg said he wants Hot Pants by James Brown. Okay.
Hot Pants make you sure yourself.
I can't.
You walk like got only loving left. Yeah.
Margaretta wrote a bio for me that when she read it, I think she read it the first time, I didn't know who she was talking about. I was like,
that's when you know it's good.
Is Michelle Obama here? Like, who that?
That's
right. She was like, that's you, Lisa Santiago. I was like,
that's when you know it's good.
Yes, it is. Why, yes, it is.
So we're going to come up with a jam for you, Greg Gray, and we're going to find it out of Hot Pants. Greg Gray makes you sure yourself.
Brian got to work on that. Craig side.
1,000 degrees. You'll be on your knees.
And you'll be burning, begging, please.
Brother Freeze. Craig, let me borrow your VCR so I can dub a tape.
Absolutely. Baby, you can do it. Take your time. Do it right. You can do it, baby.
Can do spice. Can do spice.
Can do spice is the spice, the only spices that you need. You know how you have to have all of that garlic powder and all of that onion powder and all of these different things? Can do spice has already done the delicious blending for you. All you have to do is decide what you are making, pull out the tin and go for it. Because I'm telling you, those blends be on the mark. And not only are they delicious, but they are nutritious.
That's right. And that's a lovely thing about a healthy spice combination from Can Do Spice.
Absolutely.
Couture Green has a jam too, and it goes back to life, back to Couture Green.
However do you want it? However
do you need it?
Do you need it?
Scroll, baby.
Amen. Amen. Go to candospice.shop and get your own spices and try it for yourself. Hey, Shirley.
Shirley DeJohnette, Wyatt will rock you, rock you. Shirley DeJohnette, Wyatt will rock you. Rock. Y'all remember reading this post about Dr. Beverly.
Man, Dr. Beverly says, good morning, my beautiful people. Loving the happy colors today. Thank you. I needed that. I'm shaking it off right now. You are too funny. Amen.
And she got a song too. She got a logo and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Good morning.
Dr. Tawana Ross, you've been here a bunch of times. We can get you a jam.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you swinging by today. Antonobi. And you too, Antonobi. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Antonobi. We got to come up with the rest of that.
You keep saying that. And Evan Jefferson, ERGJ, is in the building.
Talk to you, man. It's your boy in the building. ERGJ, Evan Jefferson's in the building. Good morning, sir.
The champ is here. The champ is here. Absolutely. I think I saw
Brittany.
William. Oh yeah, Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany. It's your time. It's your time. Yeah.
Good morning, Miss Brittany. How you doing again?
Absolutely. Good morning to you. I saw William Brown.
We did see William Brown. William Brown has a jam too. Stephanie Mars is in here. She got a jam as well. William Brown jam is good morning to our friend Bill.
Nobody thinks like him still.
We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. That's our friend Bill. How do you get a song? Here's how you get a song. Contribute to the show. Absolutely. Add to the show by showing up and making a comment. The show does not work if you don't make comments. If you make a comment, you can get you a song regularly. Stephanie Mars got a song too, and it goes,
Stephanie,
life has new meaning
to me.
There is beauty up above and things we never take notice of. You wake up and Stephanie,
you're in love.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Margaretta, I thought we had one song for you before. I don't remember what it was.
But it's been a minute since Margaretta swung through. And Katura says, I need to connect with Margaretta. Absolutely.
You do need to connect with Margaretta. If you don't know her, get to know her. Yes.
Absolutely. Brittany says, you guys helped a lot, as if God used you to be a launching pad for me.
Think of us that way. A launching pad. That's it. I like it.
Amen. Craig says, Brian or Lisa, can one of you give, if you can, give me a call? A quick second, one question. That's all. Of course. And you can call us either way, but we'll call you. Stephanie says, love your tie, Brian.
That's 2 votes for the tie today.
Katura says, yes, Brian. Keep taking that CMOS. Lisa
sang my song. That's right.
Lisa sang my song today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that CMOS is interesting.
I'm gonna keep taking it, and you can handle it, baby. Don't even trip. Okay.
Absolutely. Katura says, Lisa, get a few cameos of people that have purchased and read his book. Absolutely.
We have a few, and I want to get some more. Some more being delivered this week. I saw that on my Amazon being delivered this week. So I want to get as many pictures as I can of people holding the book. Maybe we'll take it on a tour around our city, so some of our local friends I can get a picture of you holding the book. But this goes back to some of the best advice I ever got. And I got it from Miss Nancy White. And I always want to give her credit for this. Ask Miss Nancy White the key to her life success. If she had her life to do over again, what would she do differently? And her number one thing she said was, I would have asked for more help. She said her life, even though it was successful, it would have been better if she was willing to ask for more help. And I just came to my remembrance because of Katura inspired thought. Ask my friends for some help to share the good word of my latest book. And the second part of what she said was she would have been willing to accept more help. How difficult is that for so many of us, myself included? We have difficulty accepting help when it's offered. They're offering the help, and we still have difficulty accepting it. So let's not do that. Those are crimes.
Margarita says, Lisa, you and Brian are both amazing individuals, and your biographies had to represent who you are in the manner that you bring to the table.
Well, she knows us well enough too, because we've been around her enough times that she could do that.
And she's also responding to Katora. Sure, Katora, if you don't have her number, I'll text it to you. Make sure that you guys get connected there.
I'm telling y'all, Lisa and I got the coolest friends.
Absolutely.
We got the coolest friends, the coolest network.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we always appreciate you coming to hang out with us. Remember, tomorrow is Shout It Out Friday. That means not only do we look forward to having you in the building, but we also look forward to making sure that we celebrate you and what you are, what you have. So make sure you have your links so that we can call them out. Links, phone numbers, email, however it is that you want people to know what you do.
Shout it out.
And be able to connect with you and shout it out. And also, as always, remember to share and like the program so that we can continue to build and grow. Greg says, keep smiling, family. It's contagious.
We got to go on Stephanie. Stephanie says, yes, difficulty accepting the help. This is so true. I have learned you must, in all capitals, allow people to be a blessing. Stephanie, I'm so glad you're highlighting that, because how often does someone want to be a blessing and we don't even let them?
Or we think that it's the right thing to do when we say no,
or we don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too much. I don't deserve this. You are blocking a blessing.
You're blocking them from having their blessing.
And you too. You're blocking at least two people's blessings.
Absolutely.
If you're not willing to accept help.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We appreciate you coming to hang out with us today. We hope that you have an amazing rest of the day, like Craig says, on purpose, and enjoy it to the fullest.
I said to Greg last night, he was like talking about how we smile and how we hang out. I told Greg we were faking it, and he wasn't hearing that at all.
We love you too.
We love you too, Stephanie.
Peace, and don't forget